Good evening, everyone. My name is Anoushka, and I'm here today to speak with you about my family's experience with dementia, now in the past tense. At the time I accepted the invitation to speak with you this evening, my mother was in great physical health, but suffering from such acute short-term memory loss that daily life was starting to become very challenging for her, my dad, and all of her close family and friends. And so I had prepared a speech for this event, one which would extol the amazing staff at the Alzheimer Society of Alberta and Northwest Territories for playing such a huge role in helping me to manage my personal stress and anxiety levels, about how their free course offerings did so much to increase my education about what the condition of dementia is, how to manage it, how to prepare for the inevitability of things getting worse with time, and how their monthly support groups that Mom and I attended together were giving me so much strength in the building of meaningful community to help me not feel alone and isolated in my caregiving journey. Sadly, that's not the speech I'm going to give you now. And while my family and I remain consumed with grief, shock, anger, and disbelief over the sudden and medically improbable aortic dissection which took my mom's life in her sleep at the end of August, I am filled with immense gratitude. If it takes a village to raise a child, then it takes a very large municipality to support a patient and their family who live with dementia. And so I want to express my thanks to Society member Arlene, who happened to be facilitating the monthly support group for care partners that I first attended very tentatively in the summer of 2022. I didn't want to be there. I didn't think Mom needed that level of support yet, and so I resolved to not go back. Yet, by adding my name, phone number, and email address to the sign-up sheet in the room that evening, I started to receive reliable quarterly check-ins from office staff just to see if my family and I needed anything. Then, as a result of those calls, I'm grateful for the guidance that helped our family navigate the healthcare system to ensure that Mom was properly tested, scanned, and interviewed to enable us to obtain formal medical diagnoses. First, of the dementia-adjacent condition known as mild cognitive impairment in 2023, and then of major neurocognitive disorder, one of the early manifestations of formal dementia, this past May. Next, I'm so happy for the invitation that my dad and I accepted to attend the Society's annual Christmas lunch last year. There, I was able to tell Society staff member Amber how much I appreciated the outreach from her team and how I thought we probably needed to step up our involvement with the Society's programming given Mom's seemingly worsening condition. A state of affairs that helped me make a decision I will never regret: to leave a full-time executive role in the corporate world and start my own business to ensure I had enough flexibility and time to spend with Mom and Dad, and most importantly, to provide my dad with a relief valve from the nonstop care and attention he was providing to my mom as they continued to live in their own home. Shortly afterwards, Dad and I were able to participate in the First Link half-day course, which really helped me to understand what was happening in Mom's brain, and which gave me the kick in the pants I think I needed to be more patient and understanding with her, so that my frustration and anger of what was happening to her so unjustly, and again, so medically improbably, didn't result in my being angry with her. I can't imagine the struggles she faced every day, tortured by the knowledge that she wasn't herself anymore, but knowing that there was nothing any of us could do to stop it. Over April and May, Mom, Dad, and I participated in the 6-week Seeds of Hope course that served to deepen our understandings of dementia and also provided incredibly helpful and practical advice on things like estate planning, personal directives, green sleeves preparation, and how to best work with our assigned Alberta Health Services caseworker to advocate for Mom's needs and ensure she received access to the supports that helped her to maintain full independence and dignity even as her symptoms progressed. It also helped me to build a small community of support for Dad, and I'm so glad that 2 of our classmates were able to visit them for an evening cocktail just the week before Mom left us. As it takes many resources to support a patient and their family living with dementia, I want to acknowledge the entire support ecosystem that helped our family navigate all aspects of the system. And so I would like to recognize the incredible service we received from Pilgrim's Hospice Day Programming, the Lions Center Elder Care Day Programs, Caregivers Alberta Coaching Program, YYC Home Care Services, Incubate Home Care Limited, and Bluebell Village. I'm not going to speak on behalf of my dad, who is the world's greatest superhuman, because his patience, humor, and devotion to my mom was simply awe-inspiring to watch. But I will say, I simply couldn't have stayed sane or figured out how to cope without this incredibly supportive network, to which I will be forever grateful. As our family now moves into the official cycles of grief, I want to express my sincere thanks to Jessica from the Society, who attended Mom's funeral, to Anoushka, who helped me say goodbye to my monthly support group, and to all of the Society staff members Mom, Dad, and I have gotten to know over the past year for their kind individual acts of outreach, and sadly, for the information about the many Society-hosted grief support programs I didn't know existed, both for family members in general and widowed partners specifically. Finally, I want to thank Rotary. My dad was a Rotarian in his younger days, and through both his stories and the magazine I would always devour when it arrived in our mailbox each month, I am well aware of the legacy Rotary can boast in relation to its role in ridding the planet of polio. I am so thrilled that internationally, this organization has now set its sights on dementia, a foe more evil and formidable than any cause you have ever taken on before. Based on your track record, my money's on you. So to all of you, for being here, for supporting this event and this cause, my heartfelt thanks. I know that by the time my children are my age, you will have accomplished so much. On their behalf, I can't wait. Thank you.